if you're an Eric Clapton fan like I am, you'll recognize that intro. It's from when Eric did Unplugged, and it was such a great album, you know, and I think it showed us a side of Clapton that many of us hadn't seen before, at least I hadn't. And, you know, it's his prowess on the acoustic guitar. So I'm gonna show you Lonesome Stranger today, and this is one of my favorite on that album. I just love the movement of the chords and stuff, and the intro, and it's got a bluesy feel, but yet it's got some sophisticated changes in it that I'll go over with you. So let's start out with the intro, and it's in the key of E. And so I'm going to try to do a simplified version of this, and it starts out with an E chord, and he does do a little hammer-on the G first fret of the G string. The second one is basically it's an E with a C sharp on the A string, and you can also include the low E string. So it's really an A with an E string. Because that low E kind of rings throughout. So this is third finger on the fourth fret of the A string, first finger on the second fret of the G string, and that's how you finger that. So you go from an A7, or from an E actually, and then right to that I pinch it, and then I include that E string on it. It sounds something like this. Okay? And then the next one is you just drop down from your third finger to your second finger to the third fret of the A string, which is like an A minor voicing, and back to an E. So it sounds like this in a totality. You can pick up that B string. So, and if you want to, I think, I'm not sure how he does it, I think he goes like this with a harmonic. If you can swing that. 12th fret, harmonic. So I'll do it really slow for you because this is important to get the feel. Sorry. And I keep that low E ringing throughout to get that voicing. Now I'm giving you my version of it because I'm not doing it note for note, but this is what works for me on acoustic, you know, playing a solo. So let's get to the verse. The verse goes from an E chord, and then it goes to an A with the E in the bass. Nice voicing. All I'm doing is hitting a regular A chord, and then I'm voicing that low E string. Then it goes to C sharp minor, 7th. And then F sharp major. And then it goes up to a G sharp minor, and then F sharp major, and then it does a little B walk. Okay, that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. But I'm going to take it slowly so that we really get it. So it starts out with that E chord, and then an A with the E in the bass. I think we're cool on that. Then a C sharp minor 7th looks like this. You don't know it. And then an F sharp 7th. Okay. And then you go to a G sharp minor. You can play it like this. I would rather play it like this. It's kind of the voicing he uses, I think, in this. And it's just nothing more than barring the D, G, B string, and then the low 4th fret of the E string. I pinch it. So I don't spell out a hole. I like this better. Okay, you got that? And then F sharp 7th. And here, you can either do a B7th, and just hang out there, or you could do a, I like that little lick. So the A2, open A, 4 on the E string, 2 on the E string, and then open E, and repeat. So here's what it sounds like in slow motion. So you can do that off the B7th. Little passing lick. And here's how it sounds like in slow motion. And here's where you do that little lick on the B7th. Here's what it sounds like up to tempo. So you can, when you do that A chord, you can either do it like this, which is kind of a nice sound, I think, or you can do the one I already showed you in the intro. That might be what he does. But I kind of like the sound of this too. So your choice, either this or this. Both basically the same sound, with a little more bottom on the, fatter. Okay. So again, here it is up to speed, and this is the verse changes, and I'm going to give you the second half of the verse now. So we've already done the first half. The second half goes, and it goes again. C sharp minor to the F sharp, and here it goes D to A, with include a F sharp note in the D, and then A. Once again, that D chord is this regular D chord, and I'm going to thumb over on the second fret of the low E string. So, again, this is the second half of the verse, and then D with an F sharp, then an A, hands in, and then to E. So that's the entirety of the verse, and let me play it through. Right through the changes. Second half. This is where we go to the D and the F sharp. And that sets you up for the chorus, which has got some beautiful changes in it. And I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways to do it. I kind of fell upon a way to do it that I like a lot. That may not be exactly like his version, but I think you'll like it. So the chorus goes, I am alone. So it's got that E, or I think it might be the F sharp minor there, yeah. I am alone to B7th, stranger here. We can do like that, or you can go, I am alone. That sounds good to me too. The A with the E in the bass. And then a B7th, stranger here. And then what I do here is a little bit different maybe than verbatim. I hit an A major 7th. And then G sharp 7th, and then C sharp minor, and then here you can either hit an E 7th, which sounds fine. So she'll be on. Sorry, I am alone, stranger. And here's where I do the A major 7th, and then A flat or G sharp 7th. Minor, and then here you can either do sometimes I'll do a B minor there, and again I do this version, or C sharp minor to an E 7th. want to do an A here, you can. Till be all my day. And then E7th, if you want. Okay, and then you go to an A. And then here you do like an A7th, right? With an A sharp in the bass, which is the first fret of the A string. Nice, huh? C sharp minor, F sharp major, and then here you can go B7th, or you can go, I like this one, which is nothing more than borrowing that whole second fret, starting on the A string. And that's resolved, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to take it a little bit slower because I know that's a lot for the chorus. So once again, E to A with the E in the bass. I like the sound of that. B7th to E. And then here I'm going to choose to do an A major 7th. And then a G sharp 7th. And then here we got our C sharp minor 7th. I got a 7th there. And then E7th. Sounds pretty good. And then we go to an A. And then an A7th with a first fret on the A string. Diminished chord there. And then E. C sharp minor. And then you go to your F sharp major. And then we'll go to our final chord, which is the one I just showed you. It's a version of B, but it sounds kind of cool. If you want, if you choose, you can go to a B7th or. Like, don't you? That's something that you can do in between the chord changes, so you can go. So what I'm doing is I'm stretching the third note on the high E string. It's a G note. I'm stretching it out. So I'm kind of giving it a little half bend. And then, oh sorry. So that's a third note on the high E, third fret I should say. Open E, open B, second fret on the G string, and hammer on the first fret of the G string. Pick up that high E. Once again, slow motion. Got it? And then up to speed it goes. Okay? So now I'm going to play through from top to bottom. I'm going to play through the verse changes. I'm going to give you the chorus. And then I'm going to show you that. I'm going to play that little harmonic and lick into it. And you should have the whole enchilada. You ready? Here we go. I think he starts out with some of that. Just kind of ripping along. We're going to start singing. Verse. Sorry. C sharp minor, F sharp. Chorus.
yes, I know.
So I know that's a long one and it's a lot of information, but I hope you enjoyed it. That's Lonely Stranger by Eric Clapton from Eric Clapton Unplugged. And if you like what you're seeing, hit me up at jimmydillon.com. Till then, see you down the road.